First of all, let's talk about why needing validation constantly is the biggest problem you could probably face. Well, we all know that needing validation comes from a place of insecurity or feeling like you cannot measure up to the others around you or people you see online, but it's way more than that. Hi, I'm Maddie, and I'm a recovering validation addict. For years and years, I obsessed over my looks, how I dressed, how I acted, basically everything surrounded how everyone else perceived me. It was the most important thing of my life. And no matter how hard I tried to fix it, I remained miserable and it basically controlled my whole life. I have been to 3 different psychologists in my teenage years. I'm 20 now, and with little to no progress with each one, I almost lost hope, and it was a really tough time for me, but fortunately I was able to make it out and be here today. So I really wish that I can share the things I learned throughout my journey and help at least someone out there who's watching this video. If you are constantly stuck in your own head, overthinking everything, and constantly needing people's approval before you make a decision, or just overall not feeling confident, always comparing yourself to others and needing reassurance from others, this video is for you. And this is the type of video that I wish were available to me so I could once and for all be free of my worries back then. I hope that this is the wake-up call that you need and you continue watching to learn about how I overcome my validation addiction. As a little introduction for myself and why I'm credible and you should listen to me, well, I basically rebuilt myself from the ground up from having like zero self-esteem or even negative, I would say, and to where I am today where I can live a happy and fulfilling life. I was previously diagnosed with body and facial dysmorphia, clinical depression, and extreme anxiety. So if anyone is dealing with these kind of problems, or even if you're just looking for a video that helps with telling yourself how to stop seeking validation from others and improve your lives, this one is for you. According to the natural rules of nature and law of attraction, for those of you who believe in it, chasing approval gives off a needy, desperate energy, one that actually repels the very connection you're craving. Biologically, we need a sense of belonging, so please don't blame yourself for wanting to feel validated in the first place. It's completely okay. I feel you completely. But when that becomes your only compass in life, it pulls you away from your true self. What do I mean by that? So you always will end up chasing false goals and feeling like a failure when you don't meet them, which is unnecessary because it's not aligned with who you truly are anyways. You can ask yourself to test this theory by saying, will I still want this very thing as badly if I was the only person left on earth? Now, I know it's a very extreme example and it's hard to put it into reality, but suddenly it's not about impressing anyone anymore, proving anything, or chasing applause. It's just you and what actually matters to your soul. And that's when you find out if your goals are truly yours or just echoes of who you think you need to be. You can practice humility. Now, what does that mean? You need to learn how to learn from others and use it as motivation without putting yourself down. Remember, there's always going to be someone better than you. If you want to live an unhappy and miserable life, yeah, go ahead and put yourself down every time you see someone that's better than you. But you know what? We always have a blind spot for seeing those that are worse than us. We always have our attention focused on people that are better because we are motivated people and we naturally want to improve ourselves, which is actually a good thing. The only thing left to do is that you need to turn it into motivation instead of motivation to hate yourself or feel like you're less than and be unhappy about it. And lastly, you need to shift the question from are they better than me or am I better than them into am I improving? Am I working every single day to become a better version of myself? So, for example, if you see someone with the body of your dreams and you feel very sad because there's no way that you can get that body, it's gonna take years of work and extreme dieting. Now ask yourself, Am I putting in effort every day to become a healthier version of myself? And if I am, then it aligns with my true goals and value of just becoming healthier and leading an active lifestyle that will help me in the long run to fulfill a happy and healthy life. And going back to the value thing, you will realize that your values are not aligned with your true values when you're saying things such as, I just want to be as good as her or as him or someone you see online. Because is that what you really want your life to be? Your life is way too precious to be setting someone else as your goal. You deserve your own values that's going to make you truly happier. And then you can finally start doing what actually brings you joy. Not your ego, not the crowd, not even your parents. Think of your inner 7-year-old or 5-year-old even. Would she be proud or him be proud of what you're doing to yourself right now? That is also a good test to see if you're really aligned with your true values, because as a little kid, we didn't care about validation. All we wanted is to do what we like to do every day. I have spent so much time and so much effort in my whole entire life working to be good enough in school, good enough to look at, good enough to be chosen. But the more I focused on being good enough, the further I got from being myself, and that's the truth I learned from the past 20 years. The last section is how to find purpose over perfection, meaning how to stop chasing perfection and how to start chasing your true purpose in life. Finding purpose is hard. I do not know my purpose. And the thing is, you may not only have one purpose, there may be many things, but there are core values that I'm sure you relate to at least a little bit. For example, I wish to be a kind person and to bring value into this world. Your purpose doesn't have to be cosmic or very grand. It just has to be something that, even if it just makes you happy, or something that helps your friends or family. It can be simple. It can be spending real time with people you love genuinely without feeling like you have to present yourself a certain way, and you can just be yourself. Or it can be creating something meaningful for the world. It can be just being kind. That's a lot of value right there. Or just being you, or just being yourself unapologetically. Now, to end this video, I just want to emphasize a few important points I have mentioned. First, validation is kind of like sugar, and we all know how sugar is only bad for you, does nothing good, and is very addictive. Seeking validation is the exact same thing. It brings you no value, and it strays you further and further away from your true goals. Your authentic self, she or he has already have enough. So you need to take action to stop right now in order to live your best life. Live for your soul and not for validation of others or the spotlight. Thank you for listening.